have my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit your back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. Cause when I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
On first down, Wilson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wilson, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Let's go, let's go.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Wilson, forced out to his left. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Wilson. Try to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check, crunch, flex round, flex round. Watch the safety creep.
To throw on second down, Stevens. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Flex round, flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Jones. And a big 32-yard play on third.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Ohio! Ohio!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Stevens. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw, Stevens. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Flex round! 4 down, 4 down. Flex round! Flex round! 54 Mike.
From the gun, Stevens. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stevens under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what I said about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Steps away to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get through. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Mike 55! Mike 55! Watch the pass! Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Stevens. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Howard on second down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 4.
Flex round. Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. Ohio. Motion.
Off the play fake. Stevens. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Bernard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 14.
Hey. 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
4 down. Check. Flex round. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the gun on third down. Wilson dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The intended receiver there, Allen. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Mike 5-5. Mike
Ohio! Ohio!
Bound to lose one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Over! Hot!
On the handoff, this is Howard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Motion.
Hey, check Mike! Flex round! Flex round!
Squeeze, double up.
Off play action. Stevens. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Doxson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. From the gun, Stevens. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round!
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Off the play fake. Stevens. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Let's go work. Let's go to work. Tight end left. Tight end left.
Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard. Line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
One play at a time, guys. Let's go. Double tight. Double tight. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Right there.
Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
That's it, baby.
Come on!
Off play action. Stevens going deep here for Stills. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
We got heavy.
Flex round! Flex round!
Heavy.
Off the play fake. Stevens. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey. 4 down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, we are
Ohio!
On 1st down, Stevens. And that's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This will be caught at about the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Check 55 to the mic. Check 55 to the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Got some room at the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And Stills bringing it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They pitch out to Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Stevens. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Now Wilson, forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. Red 38.
To throw on 2nd down, Stevens. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
To throw on 3rd down, Stevens. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Throwing now is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run forward with Penny, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Single receiver, hey.
Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Tight right. 4 down. Alert.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
4 down.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Watching you 5.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Slam.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.